3 winters gone since I last came here. The fog has not forgotten my face. I'll catch you there a lot. The lamp is humming low, stealing silence, breath and steam. I keep both hands resting on the wheel, not yet ready, not yet leaving. The coffee in the bottle is still hot. Cedar in the air, faint and damp. Somewhere far below, a fire has gone out. Only the ember of its scent remains. A truck pulls into the lot, then quietly out again. The driver did not see me, and that is just as well. A small relief to be invisible for one more hour. The lamp goes back to humming on its own. I came back slow, I came back small. No one waiting at the call. Whisper to the dashboard, whisper to the seat. Tell me if this road still knows my feet. The lot is empty, the lamp is humming. My own breath fogs the side glass. The mountain is listening back before the dawn. I am the quietest thing here. Maple in the dark has no color yet. Only shape, only patient outline. 48 corners waiting down below, each one written in my old skin. 3 years of being only a son, and then a son with no father to be. I never said goodbye to this asphalt, and it never said goodbye to me. The mountain has the patience the city never had. Older than every name we will ever carry. Still here long after any of us. A great quiet thing that does not need our return. I came back slow, I came back small. No one waiting at the call. Whisper to the dashboard, whisper to the seat. Tell me if this road still knows my feet. The lot is empty, my hands are warmer. My own breath fogs the side glass. The bottle cools between my knees before the dawn. I am the quietest thing here. A leaf falls somewhere I cannot see. The mountain breeze, the mountain breeze. I will not start the car just yet. I am still listening for what was lost, and what was lost is listening back. The way they wrapped a wrench in winter, the way they shifted on the same wheel I touch now. The leather is older than I am sober. stung by another lifetime. Stitches frayed where his thumb used to bend. The palm has the shape of the steering he loved, and the fingers all curve as if still mid-turn. A half a size too generous for me, cut for the wider span of 40 working years. I lay them across the seat beside me, the way a passenger settles in. He never said much, he said it with his hands. He taught me brake balance before I learned to stand. Old man, riding shotgun, riding light. You are not gone, you are just out of sight. Brown leather older than my license, softer than anything I own. A second knuckle still bent from his grip, warm somehow, as if a hand had just slipped out. Waiting on the cushion like an animal that knows me. And father's gloves are riding shotgun tonight. I have not put them on in 3 long years. I am not sure my hands have earned the right. They sit there breathing the cabin air as if he is choosing whether to come. The maple wind taps once on the glass, a small permission given without sound. I leave the gloves where they have been all morning, and I promise I will not betray the ride. He never said much, he said it with his hands. He taught me brake balance before I learned to stand. Old man, riding shotgun, riding light. You are not gone, you are just out of sight. Brown leather creased from 100 autumns, a darker patch where the index finger lived, curled still at the second knuckle mid-turn. Warm somehow, as if a hand had just slipped out. Older than the license I keep in my wallet. And father's gloves are riding shotgun tonight. You used to drive this very stretch before I knew what shifting meant. There was a tune you hummed in second gear, half remembered, half forgotten by me. It finds me again on the long descents. The cedars somehow kept it for me, and I will hum it back to you tonight, with 4/8 corners as the metronome, and the gloves keeping perfect time beside me. Bent at the second knuckle mid-turn, and warm somehow, as if a hand had just slipped out. And tonight, just tonight, I think he is driving along. They wait on the cushion, I drive the first stretch barehanded. Too big for me still. Slow click, 3 winters of dust answer me back. Cold straight 6 remembers my hand. The needle lifts its neck from sleep. Tachometer climbs from a long hibernation, a row of six in perfect agreement. Idle hunts a moment, then settles down. A heartbeat that was paused, not gone. I feel the seat relearn my spine. The lumbar finds its old indent. Pedals greet my ankle like old friends who never asked where I had been. The dash lights up in a familiar order. Cool and temp, oil pressure tack. Every gauge a witness that I am back. Each one offering a quiet little nod. The cabin smells of leather and morning, and something only this car has ever held. A memory of every drive before, bottled inside the sealed door. The start has done its job, the rest is mine. Hand on the lever, foot finds the line. 3 years of sleep, one ignition now. Old friend, show me how. 4:03 a.m. key half turn. 4:04 the 6 cylinders catch. 4:05 the needle finds its idol. 4:06 my shoulders find the seat. 4:07 the cabin says we're alive. Foot easy on the throttle, just to listen, not to climb, not to redline yet. Only to hear what 3 years could not erase, and the long inhale of a friend coming back. The mountain hears it too and does not flinch. It has held louder noises in its valleys, but this particular tone it knows by heart, and it has been waiting a long while for it. A few small needles tremble and settle. Together they agree in the quiet way that we are alive, and nothing in the cabin disagrees. The start has done its job, the rest is mine. Hand on the lever, foot finds the line. 3 years of sleep, one ignition now. Old friend, show me how. 4:11 a.m. the heater warms my hand. 4:12 the windshield clears and patches. 4:13 the gear lever finds its slot. 4:14 the brake pedal goes firm. 4:15 the cabin says we're ready. Click into first, lift gently off the clutch. The car moves the way a sentence finds its verb. A small, exact motion no one else will witness. Of rust falls off in a single shift. The pedal box remembers the angle, and the angle remembers me. Brake, blip, match, drop, clutch up, roll on. Clean, done. First corner of the downhill, easy entry. I do not even ask, my right foot answers. The throttle blips a perfect little syllable. Second gear catches without a complaint. The chassis rotates the way a chassis should. Weight transfers like a quiet conversation. And the car, patient and generous, takes me at my word. She has been waiting all this time to be patient with me. Move the pedal, do not think, let the right ankle do the talking. Tell the mind to be a passenger. Tell the body to be the driver. Heel, toe, rev, catch, apex, open, out, clean, next. think, let the right ankle do the talking. Tell the mind to be a passenger, tell the body to be the driver. Brake, trail, pivot, catch, throttle, hold, push, settle. Yes. The second corner asks the same question, and I answer it the same correct way. The third corner asks a slightly harder one, and I answer it the same correct Headlamps cut white, two soft swords through a gray curtain. The road exists only 10 meters at a time, and 10 meters is all I need. Visibility drops the moment I dip into the long left. The world becomes a tunnel of silver wool, and the only certain things are the sound of tires and the long pale lines on the wet curb. Lift off gently, let the nose dip in. The car does not ask for explanation. The car asks only for honest input, and in this whiteness, honesty is easy. No future, no past, just the next 10 meters wide. No future, no past, just the rhythm of the slide. The white beams enter a wall of cloud, and the wall opens just enough for one car. The curb appears, holds, then disappears. A reflector blinks once on the inside line. A guardrail emerges, leans, then is gone. The world is made and unmade every second, and I am made and unmade along with it. The guardrail flickers out, then in again. A reflector blinks like a slow morse. The cedars on the right are only suggestions. The cedars on the left are only rumors. Yet I know this turn by its camber alone. Yet I know this turn by the small drop in pitch. The road talks through the suspension, and I have learned to listen below my eyes. No future, no past, just the next 10 meters wide. No future, no past, just the rhythm of the slide. The wipers count to 4 and then pause. The fan inside the dash hums an even pitch. A drop of water curls along the A-pillar. A piece of cloud comes in through the vent and out again. The steering wheel telegraphs the camber by feel. I follow what the wheel knows before I know it, and the long left becomes a long right without a name. The fog is a teacher who covers the answer and asks you to feel your way to the truth. The fog is a teacher who is generous. She only takes points off for hesitation, and tonight she gives me no penalty at all. And tonight she gives me no penalty. Returns at the far edge of the windshield. The trees begin to declare themselves as trees. A red leaf becomes red again, just barely. The headlamps no longer cut, they only illuminate. And the road which had been a guess becomes a road. And the fog hands me back the morning intact. The road still 10 meters long, the next 10 arriving on time, vanishing into gray.
Orange, blue, green, gold, a canopy that the night was hiding, held back until the headlights asked and asked again, more quietly the second time. Above me like a vault, color the road has been keeping in trust. Some leaves still blue with the summer they had, some leaves already amber and done. A red so red it looks like memory, an orange so warm it warms the windshield, a flicker of pale yellow at the high edge, a green that argues for one more week. Slow my hand, let the canopy unfold, let the colors do what the colors do. Slow my hand, let the canopy unfold. The eyes go quiet when the world is full.
Crimson, amber, vermilion, rust, saffron, carmine, russet, gold.
Each corner reveals a new ceiling of fire. Each corner closes the last one behind me. I do not photograph, I do not record. The mountain refuses to be flattened today. I just keep the throttle gentle and even. I just keep the wipers from breaking the spell. A wet leaf glides across the windshield once, and the wipers do not move by mutual consent. Slow my hand, let the canopy unfold, let the colors do what the colors do. Slow my hand, let the canopy unfold. The eyes go quiet when the world is full.
Maroon, persimmon, copper, cinnabar, sienna, ochre, bronze, ember. If my father were here, he would not speak. He would just let his eyes drift up to the canopy, and the colors would say what he wanted to say. I would understand him perfectly. At last.
The way I never understood him at a kitchen table, where words had always been the wrong tool for us. Color is the language of mountains, it seems, and the mountain has plenty to share tonight.
Crimson, amber, vermilion, rust,
Saffron, carmine, russet gold,
maroon, persimmon, copper, bronze,
sienna, ochre, cinnabar, amber.
and one last yellow caught in the high beam. Red, orange, gold, green. Colors keep falling. Exit, breathe. Clip, exit, breathe. The numbers begin to disappear until only the count remains. Three-corner stack on top of each other, and the apex of one is the entry of the next. The car flows from curb to curb in a long swing like a child working a swing higher and higher. I am not thinking about the line anymore. The line is thinking about me. I suspect the line draws itself across the camber, and I am only the pencil it borrows. The dashboard lights blur into a single warm band, a long horizon of amber across my eye, and the world arrives as a sequence of clean small clicks, each one a quiet receipt that the line was kept. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 apexes in a stitched embrace. 9, 10, 11, 12. The asphalt counts me back in its own pace. Apex, clean,
Throttle,
open,
brake,
trail,
line,
true. The brake comes on with the same small pressure. The throttle opens with the same small permission, and the corners go by the way breath goes by, without effort, without need to be remembered. Each apex like a key on a long piano, each apex like a step in a long staircase. I am only the foot, only the finger. The piece itself was written in this mountain. 17, 18, the cedars all blur. 19, 20, the throttle still purrs. 21, 22, the long left awaits. 23, 24, the body never debates. Camber, read,
curb,
kissed,
rotation,
met,
exit.
1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The world is not the corners about the rhythm that lives between them. Forget the count, forget the markers. What remains is the breath that links each apex. Numbers fall away, one by one. And the gap where they used to sit is what I drive. Without a name, 27 a fast right that closes late. 28 I lift before I think to lift. 29 and 30 arrive without me asking. The mountain has been counting along the whole time. The mountain has always been better at this than me. I'm borrowing its rhythm for a little while, and I will return it before the morning comes. 31, one more, then one more.
Kid, slow down. I see your taillights in the rear view of memory. You were always trying to outrun something. You were always trying to outrun yourself.
There he is, at 23, leaned hard on the wheel, wrist tense, jaw locked, eyes too wide. He chases a black coupe through the same corners I just cleared. And he never quite catches it, but he never quits. He thinks the corner is an enemy to defeat. He thinks the brake is a wall to break through. I wanna lean from the seat into his cabin and tell him the road is not a problem to solve. Hey, younger me, can you hear me from here? A voice from the future, a voice without fear. Listen, kid, no one is at your tail, and you do not have to prevail. Who were you racing back then, boy? And what told you the corner was an enemy? Whose clock was it that ran inside your wrist? Did anyone ever agree to keep that score for you?
Nobody ever did.
To brake later than the road allowed, and the rear would step out and he would call it style. He used to corner with his arms locked straight, and he would call it commitment when it was only fear. Now I let the elbows bend a little. The corner is allowed to come and go in its own time. There is no clock above the dashboard anymore, and no number left to call myself goodbye. Hey, younger me, can you hear me from here? A voice from the future, a voice without fear. Listen, kid, no one is at your tail, and you do not have to prevail. What were you proving with that locked arm grip? And how much did the late break earn you in the end? Would the world have ended if you had simply lifted? Tell me, what would the mountain have said if it could speak?
It would have said, easy, son, easy.
He grew up, he got tired. There was a father who got sick, then tired. Then a hospital corridor longer than any descent. 3 years
zigzag stretch followed, and those 3 years did some kind of work on him. Keep that score, and the boy at 23 can rest now. Drive safe, kid. Drive safe. Nobody chases me now.
A frequency I left tuned by accident. 2 strangers, 2 cars, somewhere below me. The white one is out tonight. You hear? Hey, the legend's back. No way, no way. The radio fills with a kid's surprise. Wait, slow down. Are you sure it's him? A second voice, lower, more careful. I do not press the mic, I do not answer. I let the conversation happen around my ears, like overhearing strangers at a station, while my own train sits silently on the platform.
They have heard a story.
I do not need to confirm.
They have heard a story.
I do not need to perform. Channel 42, 2 voices, both green.
Both of them younger than my first hairpin.
They are talking about a man I no longer am.
A man with a clock and something to prove.
That man got off the mountain 3 winters back.
The one driving tonight is the one he became.
And the one driving tonight has no mic to press. He used to do the whole stretch in under 9 minutes. A statistic I never bothered to remember.
Should we drop back, give him room, do you think?
The careful one, the one with manners.
I open the throttle just a hair, no more. The car ahead disappears around a long ride. I will not pass them and I will not be passed. There is enough mountain for all 3 of us tonight. They have heard a story.
I do not need to confirm.
They have heard a story.
I do not need to perform.
Channel 42, the kids are talking shop. Turn-in points, brake markers, who lives where.
They're talking about a man I no longer am.
A man with a clock and something to prove.
That man got off the mountain 3 winters back.
The one driving tonight has nothing to say back.
And the one driving tonight just lets the channel run. Anyway, your turn-in is way too early on the next set.
Shut up! Watch the road! Watch the road!
And I almost smile because I once said that exact line to a friend I have not seen in 15 autumns. And then a soft click off.
Channel cleared, the kids fade with the static.
The man they were talking about is not in the cabin.
The one in this seat is older and lighter and quieter.
His thumb stays off the button by deliberate choice.
Finally, in this cabin, no legend rides along.
Just a driver, just a road. just a quiet morning. Click. Radio off quiet. 2, 1 pass. But not from me, friend, not from me. You will hear no downshift from this lane. You will see no nosedive past your door. I have caught them at the lawn sweeper, easy. Their taillights bunch in the way, young drivers bunch. 2 cars, 2 engines, 2 appetites for proof. And I have nothing left to prove on this road. I lift, I leave a length, I leave another. The gap they open is the gift I return. I have done this before, I have been on their side. Tonight I am on a quieter side of the same mountain. I came up here to find myself, not them. A return trip, not a chase, not a race. The word I owed an old man I keep tonight, and the road I drive is only my own. Not tonight, friend. Not tonight. If they slow, I will slow with them, not behind them. Should they push, my throttle stays exactly where it is. And if they peel away, they go with my blessing. I keep the gentle pace I came here for. A faster lap is not what I came to write. No, it's speed alone be enough to honor him. What honors him is a quieter, cleaner line, a body that did not flinch through any of it. The mountain has room for many ways down, and mine tonight is the slowest one on purpose. I came up here to find myself, not them. A return trip, not a chase, not a race. The word I owed an old man I keep tonight, and the road I drive is only my own. Not tonight, friend. Not any night anymore. There is enough mountain for us all. Plenty of road, plenty of lines to draw. The morning offers many ways down to the valley, and no one runs short of dawn. Two faint sets of taillights in the cool fog. I lift again, just to listen to the engine. The engine, in answer, drops a quiet half note. Not tonight, friend, and not any other night either. Drive on, I'm staying here. Drive your own way down. Drive it well. Keep your line, I'll keep mine.
Whoa. A corridor of cedars rises on both sides, and the world inhales for the first time tonight, and the world exhales the fog beneath it. The mist drops away below the ridge, like a sheet someone pulled off a quiet sleeper. The Cedar Avenue stretches a kilometer ahead, a straight that is almost a straight with a long lean. The trunks are tall enough to be a cathedral. The trunks are old enough to have heard my father drive. Light begins to gather at the far end of the line. Not yet color, just a suggestion of one. The lungs of the mountain are opening wide, a great chamber of cedar drawing me inside. Its breath is clean and slow, unhurried as deep time, and it seems to know already where I go. Whoa, 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 whoa. And the cedars let the morning in. The temperature gauge drops one tick lower. The cabin smells suddenly of resin and bark. A late bird passes overhead, north to south. I see only its silhouette through the windshield. The asphalt here's been freshly laid this autumn, a black so fresh it still smells of summer's end. The car eats the straight with the lightest of throttles, and every needle on the dash agrees with me. The lungs of the mountain are opening wide, a great chamber of cedar drawing me inside. Its breath is clean and slow, unhurried as deep time, and it seems to know already where I go. And the corridor opens wider still. At the end of the Cedar Avenue, the world widens. Beyond the last trunk, the valley quietly appears, and there the maples regroup in red battalions. The sun just behind the ridge is preparing the morning that everything has been waiting for. And the cedars let the morning in, and the morning at last walks in. The cedars sway behind me, rooted where they have always stood. The trees exhale,
East ignites slow. A line of amber along the ridge of the world. The first promise of color above the cedar tops. And the maples answer it. Color for color. This is the moment the whole night has been building toward. The moment the whole drive has been arriving at. The moment the whole life has been preparing me for. And it asked for nothing, no skill, no proof, no speed. Only that I be here, and that my eyes stay open. That is the full request. And I oblige, I oblige, I oblige, I oblige. And the orange grows another small ring around the
same single color. Orange on orange, sky meets maple. The horizon answers.
If you can see anything at all from where you are now, please look down at this stretch of asphalt. A white car is moving slowly through the long descent.
Dad, I am writing this in the language only you and I share. The language of throttle blip and downshift. A grammar of long silences in the passenger seat. And that same little hum you used to do in second gear. I have driven the old road tonight, the second slow. Took it slowly, the way you would have wanted. Your gloves on the cushion beside me the whole way. And not one bit of hurry in any of it. And the dawn is here, Dad, the dawn is here. The leaves have put on your favorite color tonight. A whole mountain dress for you, all at once. And I am driving the line you taught me to draw. Bless this descent, bless this hand. Hallowed be the cedars and the slope they stand on. And the line my father drew before me. Blessed, sacred to all the eyes that taught these eyes to see. Bless the white car for carrying us both tonight. Amen. 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 Dad, the young ones on the radio are calling me a legend, which is a strange thing to call a man with shaking hands. I do not feel like a legend, I feel like your son. I feel like the boy you put in the passenger seat at 7. You showed me the long left at the third hairpin once. You did it without saying a word about technique. You just did it cleanly, and I memorized the body of it. And tonight my body did exactly what your body did. And the dawn is here, Dad, the dawn is here. The leaves have put on your favorite color tonight. A whole mountain dressed for you, all at once. And I am driving the line you taught me to draw. Bless this descent, bless this hand. Hallowed be the third hairpin where you first showed me how. And the brake pedal that lets me trail it gently. Blessed, sacred to all the eyes that taught these eyes to see. Bless the silence between us, Dad, for it has been kind. Amen. 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 I have not cried in a long time, and I am not crying now exactly. The eyes are just doing what eyes do when the road suddenly widens into the morning. When a long-held breath finally lets itself out. see the cedars and the slope we stand on.
And the line we drew, the line we draw, the line we will draw.
Sacred to are the eyes that watch, the eyes that watch the road.
Bless the white car for carrying us both,
Dad,
all the way down.
amen,
Amen.
amen, amen.
Good night, Dad.
Good night.
You taught me the line. Late break, no. Earlier break, smoother, smoother still. Let the front nose dip without complaint. Let the rear settle without a question. The last long left is opening up below me, a corner that has eaten 100 amateur lines, one that has been gentle with me my whole life, because I have been honest with it. Roll off the throttle without lifting too hard, trail the brake in until the apex starts, then release the brake in proportion to the rotation, then ride the weight all the way to the curb. No handbrake, no hero stuff, no second guess, no last minute touch, just the weight transferring where it wants to, just the weight deciding what the wheels can do. Trust the way. The front loads, the tire flattens, the camber bites. Trust the way. The rear settles, the diff loads, the line opens. Trust the way. Do nothing more, the car already knows. A young driver muscles the wheel through the apex. An older driver lets the chassis breathe and rotate. An older driver lets the corner do most of the work. I am the older driver tonight, and only tonight. The weight is real, the physics are not negotiable. The rest is just learning to get out of the way. No handbrake, no hero stuff, no second guess, no last minute touch, just the weight transferring where it wants to, just the weight deciding what the wheels can do. Trust the weight. The apex passes, the chassis is flat, the throttle is honest. Trust the weight. The rear hooks up, the front unwinds, the curb is kissed. Trust the weight. Do nothing more. The apex passes under my left front. The car is sitting flat and waiting for throttle, patient as a horse that knows the rider's hand. I give it throttle the way you give a friend a hand, and the car rises out of the corner like a person rising. decides everything. everything. Blinded, golden, gone. The whole windshield turns to one pure plate of light. The whole windshield turns to one pure plate of light. And the car keeps moving. And I keep being a driver. The exit of the last left points straight into the east, and the east has chosen this exact second to ignite. A flat coin of sun sits on the very lip of the ridge. A flat coin of sun pours its whole stack across the glass. I cannot see the road for one suspended breath. I cannot see my hands, I cannot see the gauges, but the body knows the exit. Profile code, and the body keeps the wheel exactly where it was. Not afraid, not afraid. The road has always been here. Not afraid, not afraid. The road has always been here. Go floods in, go, 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 go floods in again. Sky pours through the glass, pours through the glass and into the cabin. Eyes go wider still. Hands stay on the wheel, hands stay, the wheel stays. The line holds. The visor comes down with a quiet click. The visor cannot do much against a sun like this. 3 seconds pass in pure radiant nothing. 3 seconds pass and the world is being remade. Then the shapes return, the curve, the white line. Then the shapes return, the trees, the long horizon. And I am still on the line exactly where I was. And the car has rolled out of the corner clean. Not afraid, not afraid. The road has always been here. The world is one color, and the color is gold. The horizon is on fire, end to end, no edge to it. Eyes go wider still. Hands stay on the wheel, hands stay, the wheel stays. The line holds. This is what I came back for. What I had been missing for 3 long winters. A light I could not name, but always remembered. The moment when the eyes fill so completely that there is no room left for any regret. Only gold, only road, only the body holding the line. Go floods in, go, 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 go floods in again and again and again.
piece of orange floats out of the air and meets the windshield with no sound at all, and meets the windshield as if it had a small appointment.
The bridge at the foot of the mountain is short and narrow. I pull the car onto the shoulder gravel under tires. The engine shuts off without a sigh, only a small tick. The cabin fills with the steady murmur of the river below. A single maple leaf has come to rest on the glass in front of me. Stem to the left, tip to the right, perfectly placed. A small accident that does not feel like an accident. A small gift left on the table by an older guest. Move the gloves from the passenger side onto the lap where they belong now. A small ceremony, no audience, no need for one. The seat beside me is empty in a new and good way. A leaf rests on the glass, another stays in the air, drifting past. The river runs on, a leaf rests on the glass. That's all, that's enough. The light has fully arrived in the valley now. The far slope is wearing every color the mountain had. A patchwork the night refused to show me earlier. I can hear the river clearly, a steady, soft work. Somewhere off to the right, a crow makes one rough remark, and the engine ticks as it cools, a quiet ticking metronome. And I find I am breathing the way people breathe after long swims. Long, even, surprised to still be in one piece. Move the gloves from the passenger side onto the lap where they belong now. A small ceremony, no audience, no need for one. The seat beside me is empty in a new and good way. A leaf rests on the glass, stem to the left, tip to the right, perfectly still. The bridge knows my name. A leaf rests on the glass, that's all, that's enough.
I will come back, I think. Not next week, not next month, but before the next snow, before the next bloom.
And when I do, I will be wearing these, the leather worn by my own hand at last. Rests on the glass, light catches the orange of its small back. The descent is over, a leaf rests on the glass.
Next autumn then, next autumn, Dad. Next time.